Welcome to the Tech Blog Writer Podcast, your guide to future tech trends and innovation in a language you understand. Now, over to your host, Neil Hughes.
Welcome back to the Tech Blog Writer Podcast, and a special thank you to Connor Heskin, who redesigned my website over at techblogwriter.co.uk. I've got to be honest with you, it was starting to look a little dated, a little bit 90s-esque with way too much endless scrolling. But Connor was incredibly patient and was able to get all those crazy ideas out my head and created exactly what I wanted. And I cannot give him any higher praise than that. So let me know if you are on a similar journey and you're thinking of redesigning your website but don't want all the pain and hassle that goes with it. Let me know and I'll pass on his details to you. But enough of me and tales of my shiny new website. We've got a show to do. And today I want to talk to Ingo Weber, and he's the CEO and co-founder of the Digital Insurance Group. And before you let out a groan, don't let the insurance side of things put you off, because they're enabling some of the biggest names in insurance, because they're enabling insurers, banks and brokers to offer digital insurance solutions to their customers at record speed. And I'm quite conscious that on this Daily Tech podcast, we don't get to talk enough about Insurtech and how technology is transforming the world of insurance. And it is a huge movement at the moment, and there's so much progress being made. So trust me when I say you are in for a treat. So buckle up and hold on tight so I can beam your ears all the way to Switzerland today so we can speak with Ingo Weber, CEO and co-founder of the Digital Insurance Group. So a massive warm welcome to the show. Can you tell the listeners a little about who you are and what you do?
Absolutely. So first of all, thanks, Neil, for having me on. I'm a huge fan of your show, so I'm super excited to be here. My name is Ingo Weber. I'm the CEO and co-founder of the Digital Insurance Group. We are a seasoned team of entrepreneurs, 20 years in insurance and tech. And after the successful exit of the previous business, I teamed up with my co-founders, Roland and Chris, about 2 years ago to start the DIG.
Fantastic. And for anyone that's just tuning in and hearing about Digital Insurance Group for the very first time, could you maybe expand a little bit on how you're actually helping insurers, banks and brokers all offer digital insurance solutions to their customers, but at a record speed using technology?
Yeah, so we're really a next generation technology partner supporting insurers, brokers, and also bank insurance players on their digital transformation. And the big problem that we're solving for them is really, how can they innovate at record speed? So we have two major product suites. One is our front end and distribution suite. Think of like portals for customers or agents, mobile apps, new data-driven insurance products using telematics or fitness or health data. And the second is our powerful API and data platform. With respect to clients, so we're super happy to work with global blue chip clients from the likes of Zurich Insurance, Allianz, Aon, Santander, just to name a few. And you asked about technology. So, well, first of all, we have an awesome world-class developer team. We're super proud of that. And we've built a new tech stack that enables insurers to connect the old world with the new world. So, in other words, insurers can keep using the legacy systems and build new digital propositions on top of that in a very fast way. The platform that we build, you can split that into a shared front-end library and the DIG core. And front-end is really built in shared components on top of React and React Native, which allows us to reuse front-end components, both in web and native mobile solutions, and in essence means very fast time to market. And all API connections, business logic, and other services are handled within our DIG core. Our development team is able to quickly connect to various external systems using internally built resource builder and adjust the results with conditional internal data. So that enables the partners to do also dynamic pricing based on various variables, including comparison results with other insurers. And with respect to the customer data, that is stored in a very persistent way and can be real-time enriched with third-party data to get a complete profile of a customer. And that is exciting because any change in the profile, either by the insurance agent or the customer himself, or automatic based on geolocation, where the customer is, or other context, can result in an event. And that event could be used to optimize the insurance cover or the premium. And this dynamic setup really enables our partners to build a full ecosystem around their customers and their data, and essentially can be turned into a deep learning platform.
And you guys are right in the heart of the Insurtech space at the moment. I mean, you just mentioned some pretty big names that you're helping there, such as Allianz and Santander. But can you tell me a little bit more about this space? And is there a real thirst for change and technological disruption in the world of insurance? Is that what you're finding?
Absolutely. So Insurtech, this is a very, very hot area at the moment. As usually, the insurance industry was following the banking industry, where the so-called Fintech movement started a couple of years earlier. But now it seems that Insurtech is much hotter than Fintech, right? So total investments in Insurtech last year increased almost 40% to over $4 billion. And you see really a number of unicorns coming up. There are a few new digital carriers. But more importantly, you see a number of great enablers like ourselves that are partnering with insurers and support them on their journey. So the question then is, we get asked, why is the space so hot? Well, insurance industry is massive, right? It's a $5 trillion global market. So hence the opportunity to provide value is really huge. While we've seen a lot of increase, we believe we're just at the beginning of a massive wave. The large global insurers have just started to invest heavily in Insurtech. Last year, the corporate VCs were involved in more than 40% of the deals. And although we do see record investments flowing into Insurtech, many insurers have not woken up yet. So it's really a crucial time in history to think about this, because technology has radically changed the way consumers behave and transact, and there is no way back. So the customers are used to mobile and on-demand services, one-click shopping, and personalized offerings. And finally, they do expect the same from their insurances. If you look at many insurers, however, you see that their customer numbers are going down, and revenue is stagnating. And they're fighting two major problems, right? So one is customer retention and increasing the share of wallet. And the second issue they are facing and they're working on is access to new customers, and how can they access new customer segments. And in order to do both, they need digital tools. If you want to reach millennials, you have to go where they are, right? They will not be at home waiting for the insurance agent, or waking up in the middle of the night thinking about insurance and having someone knock at their door and sit there at the kitchen table. You really have to go where the need is and make sure you have a relevant offer at the right time. So what we see is in the whole financial services sector is all services will become frictionless. So customers do expect end-to-end customer journeys. And that's why the discussion of ecosystems and new business model is so important. If you look at the Volvo subscription model or Tesla, these are fantastic examples, right? Insurances will be integrated into other products and services. And when I speak to insurance executives, I remind them that this is a time to market is crucial. Why? Because there is a war out there, right? The war is going on already today. What I mean with that is everyone is fighting for the insurance customer. And it's not just the online price comparison portals that started in Europe more than 10 years ago. But if you look at the tech giants and platforms like the Amazons, Apples and Googles, Alibabas of this world, you have the car OEMs, you have retailers, you have new challenger banks. They all want to own the customer, and they will all want to offer new services, and many of them are integrating insurances already. And one thing, you can be sure is they will offer that in a very smart and obviously digital way.
I'm curious though. What is the story behind the Digital Insurance Group? And as an innovator, what was it? What was that moment that inspired you to bring next generation technology to the insurance industry?
I'm absolutely passionate about insurance. In particular, there are two things that inspired me most. So one is, I've worked with traditional insurers, and I couldn't believe how long it takes to implement new solutions and drive innovation. And on the other side, I'm also very involved in emerging markets and microinsurance in particular for the last decade. And I've seen what a massive impact technology can have. If you look at examples like M-Pesa in Kenya or companies like Bima Mobile on the insurance side. So at DIG, we believe we really can positively impact the lives of millions of people around the world, help them managing their insurance needs and delivering peace of mind to them in a truly digital way. It sounds easy, but for insurers, it's really difficult to bring new digital tools to the market fast. Why? They're really stuck in legacy, right? It is their complex IT architecture and processes and difficult products that are holding back innovation. So what a lot of CTOs and CEOs realize what is needed are really fully digital and data-driven propositions with modular components that speak to legacy, that can connect and orchestrate ecosystems, and that are built in a fast and low-cost way. And that's really what we deliver at DIG. So we started the company to give incumbent insurers really the tools to deliver digital propositions in a very fast way. We merged two existing Insurtechs with complementary experiences and built a new tech stack based on a combined more than 10 years of experience. So one company was Knip, was Europe's first digital broker that was really disrupting the insurance market here in Europe and had a fantastic award-winning mobile app to manage all your existing insurances with its own CRM system. It was very strong in terms of customer engagement, using a recommendation engine to really interact with the customer, giving advice, doing upsell and cross-sell. And the other business that we merged together was a company called Comparo, started many years back in the Netherlands and was market leader in software as a services, starting building a leading car insurance comparison portal, and later on sold its software as a service to brokers and to insurers. So what we have done is basically we've combined that knowledge and expertise, and we built a new tech stack which we call the DIG platform.
Now, it seems to me that essentially the Digital Insurance Group is a technology company, and its data-driven insurance platform enables insurers, brokers and banks to actually offer fully integrated insurance solutions to their customers at record speed. And you've mentioned some pretty big names, like we said, Santander and Allianz, but do you have any examples that you can share of how you've helped insurers do this?
Yeah, we have a number of very exciting examples in various countries, as well as in various insurance segments or line of businesses and use cases. Before I go into that, in general, we believe there is no one single enterprise solution that is applicable for all our clients. Instead, we develop custom applications built on our two game-changing platforms. So one is DIG Booster. This is our own rapid development platform, which contains standardized functional blocks that can be used to deliver really fast turnaround times. And the second is what we call DIG, the Ecosystem Orchestrator. And this is our turnkey data and API platform. And that includes a variety of ready-to-use connectors that we use to normalize and combine data from a wide variety of data sources. So to give you a few concrete examples, so one case is for a direct insurer. We delivered a native mobile app that operates as a customer engagement channel to improve customer retention, cross-selling, and then increasing the share of wallet, and included our features like buying a policy, making changes, filing a claim, and so on and so forth. And that project really required a deep integration between various backend systems and our own DIG platform. We have more than 1,000 different notification and messaging scenarios that we're supporting. One other exciting case is a bank assurance solution. So that's a bank wants to offer a digital broker service to their clients. we have developed a transactional tool of buying life insurance in a very modern way with fantastic UX, UI, a customer portal where you could manage all your insurance policies that you bought, and as well a portal for the agent. And we built all of that in only a few months. For Aon, for example, we've developed a health insurance advisory and comparison portal. This is a tool that employees of large corporates are using. So, for instance, if you're an employee from Philips or Nike, you can get personalized advice and buy a policy online. So this is a very complex data structure, comparing multiple offers in real time and enable end-to-end transactions. Another fascinating example is for a large insurer that wants to build what they call the insurer of the future. We developed a data-driven telematics product for car insurance. That's including a mobile app, a web application, and we're using as much third-party data services as possible to make the purchase process very easy and frictionless. So pre-filling a lot of data that the customer usually would need to fill in manually. So we're using OCR, we're using social media integration, dynamic pricing based on external factors like the real estate value of your house. We're also comparing prices with your competitors in real time. And what's cool about it, in order to educate the customer and to reduce claims, we measure the driving behavior. So basically, we're looking at the routes that you're driving and showing you where dangerous zones are. And based on these learnings, the driver gets automatically messages and also push notifications and shows them alternative and more safer routes to take. So finally, another example from the life and health side is for a large life insurer, we're asked to build a health and wellness ecosystem that shall be rolled out in multiple countries.
And I think we should also mention, I think it was last year, legacy insurer Zurich had intensified its Insurtech partnership efforts by contributing an incredible €15 million investment into the digital insurance group. I mean, that must be an incredibly exciting time for you guys right now. And that kind of investment must make you proud that you're doing the right thing. But can you tell me more about the deal and also what it means to you as a founder and equally the future for the digital insurance group?
Yeah, so Zurich Insurance was looking around for a technology company that can support their digital transformation around the world. As a result, we've signed a multi-year collaboration agreement, and we're working with them on a number of exciting things in multiple countries. So, having the backing from one of the leading insurers in the world is absolutely amazing. But I think I'd like to highlight that our relationship is not exclusive, right? That means we sell our software and solutions also to other great insurance companies.
So am I right in saying that it will also help expand into emerging markets such as Latin America and other areas where digital products are more likely to see a high demand because they don't have access to conventional financial services? Because I'm increasingly reading about the world's unbanked, and there's so many, isn't there?
Yeah, the problem that we're addressing is really a global one. Yeah. And it is an enormous opportunity at the moment because every insurer around the world has been talking about digitization and the need to transform the business. But, Neil, the reality is many of them haven't done a lot. Why? It's because of their complex IT architecture. All the insurers have the same problems. So it doesn't matter if it is an insurer in the UK, Brazil, or Indonesia. They all have legacy systems, and they all need to find a better and smarter and faster way to launch new propositions. And that's really why we're so excited about our future. And the great thing about our solution is it's globally applicable. So currently we have projects in multiple countries in Europe as well as Latin America. We also have prospects in the US and Asia. And at the end of the day, the need from the end customer's perspective is also the same, right? No matter if the person sits in America or in Europe.
It feels like an incredibly exciting time for you guys at the moment, but I've got to ask, I mean, looking forward to the future, what's next for the Digital Insurance Group? And is there anything else you can share with me about that road ahead?
Yeah, so the insurance industry will see a massive transformation over the coming years. And as a partner, we're absolutely happy to participate and to benefit from this mega trend. So we saw our first paradigm shift starting about 10 years ago with a move to cloud and mobile, which discussed enabled new business models and has been instrumental for a changing customer behavior. And despite this being 10 years old, if you think about iOS and AWS, mobile is still underutilized in insurance and offers enormous potential. But we are now already seeing a second paradigm shift happening, which is all around data. And with that comes the whole machine learning and AI area. And of course, we're helping insurers to build the basis really for a new data-driven strategy that they urgently need to survive against the upcoming tech giants. And you can be sure they're entering the insurance industry soon.
Well, I can't thank you enough for coming on today and sharing your story and everything that you're achieving here in this industry and how you're leveraging technology. But before I do let you go, could I ask that you remind the listeners of where they can find you guys online and maybe even contact a member of your team if they do have any questions after listening to our conversation today?
Sure. We're on social media, LinkedIn, but people can also reach out to me personally. So my email is Ingo, which is INGO at digitalinsurance.io. So INGO at digitalinsurance.io. Yeah, shoot me a note. I'd be glad to hear from you, get your questions, and be in touch.
Well, one of the things I love about recording this Daily Tech podcast is learning about how technology is transforming areas or entire industries that you don't automatically associate with technology. And I think for many people listening, they won't associate technology with insurance. But what your guys are doing here in this incredible movement of Insurtech, and you're right at the heart of it, I think is fascinating. And you're helping some pretty big names out there deliver fantastic results at record speed. But more than anything, just a big thank you for sharing those insights, your expertise and your story with me today. Thank you.
Hey, thanks, Neil. Thanks a lot for your time and for having us on.
I just love the story about a next generation technology partner that is actually supporting insurance brokers and so many big players on their digital transformation journey. And the big problem that they seem to be solving for insurers is, how can they innovate at record speed? And they already have two product suites. One is their front end and distribution suite, which seems to me at least of a portal for customers or agents, mobile apps or new data-driven insurance products using telematics or fitness and health data. And the second is their powerful API and data platform. But most importantly, they're working with global blue-chip clients from some huge names such as Zurich Insurance, Allianz, Aon and Santander, to name but a few. And I do find myself fascinated by the world of Insurtech and how technology is transforming the world of insurance, as well, of course, as the role that companies such as the Digital Insurance Group are playing in the success of those big names such as Santander and Allianz. But enough of me and my intrigue and fascination. I want to throw the virtual microphone out to you. I mean, do you have any insights to share about the world of Insurtech and feel that we've missed something or missed a certain angle in that conversation today? Well, rather than suffering in silence on that 8:03 train to the office this morning, send me an email now to techblogwriter@outlook.com or send me a tweet at Neil C. Hughes or get me on LinkedIn and Instagram, which is also Neil C. Hughes too. But finally, I'm incredibly grateful to each and every one of you that sends me emails, feedback and tweets after every episode. And also just for investing your time to listen to this Daily Tech podcast. And I've got to tell you, I'm feeling incredibly humbled and grateful just for having you around. So before I get a little bit teary, because I have been known to do that, I'm going to make my excuse and get out of here quickly. But more than anything, just a big thank you for listening. And until next time, don't be a stranger.
Thanks for listening to the Tech Blog Writer Podcast. Until next time, remember, technology is best when it brings people together.